good to be with you.
好開心今日可以同大家一齊。
It's good to be back in Hong Kong.
好開心咧，我可以再次翻嚟香港。
When I was a young man and a young married man, my wife and I lived in Hong Kong for 2 years.
當我啱啱結婚做一個年青人嘅時候，我同我太太咧喺香港咧住咗2年。
We lived in Wan Chai.
我哋喺灣仔住嘅。
And taught at Hong Kong Baptist University.
我哋喺香港浸會大學咧，當時喺度教緊書。
And we enjoyed our time in Hong Kong very much.
我哋好享受喺香港嘅時間啊，當時。
Now when I am back here, I remember why I loved it so much.
我翻返嚟，今次翻嚟香港咧，我再記翻起點解我當時咁中意香港。
People are very warm.
香港人咧都係好俾我哋覺得好受溫暖。
But especially the food is very good.
食飯係非常之好嘅香港。
So thank you for having me here.
多謝大家再邀請我嚟到大家當中分享。
I love to bring a message of good news.
我想帶一個有關好信息嘅一個信息同大家分享。
And when we think about the Muslim world, we don't always think about good news.
當我哋講關於穆斯林嘅時候，一般都唔會係一啲好消息嘅。
Many bad things are happening.
好多好壞嘅事喺穆斯林嘅世界發生緊。
But I'm here to tell you that God loves Muslims.
但我想喺度話俾你聽，上帝係愛穆斯林。
The Bible tells us where sin abounds, grace abounds all the more.
我哋聖經話俾我聽，我哋係被罪去捆綁嘅。
And we know that when the world is at its darkest, the Spirit of God is shining the brightest.
就係正當世界係最黑暗嘅時候，上帝嘅靈就係最光輝咁去照耀呢個世界。
And today we're seeing that happen in the Muslim world.
我哋今日就睇到呢件事就發生喺穆斯林嘅世界度。
Now, many years ago, my wife and I, after we left Hong Kong, we went to the Muslim world as missionaries.
當我哋同我太太離開香港嘅時候，我哋就去到穆斯林嘅世界裏邊去作為宣教士。
We studied Arabic for 3 years.
我哋讀咗阿拉伯文3年啦。
We studied Egyptian Arabic.
我哋讀埃及嘅阿拉伯文、
Tunisian Arabic.
突尼西亞嘅阿拉伯文、
Modern Standard Arabic.
一啲現代嘅阿拉伯文。
So in 3 languages, we could say very clearly.
我哋好清楚，我能夠好清楚咁講呢3種唔同阿拉伯文。
We could say, I'm sorry, I do not understand.
我好清楚話對唔住，我唔明白嘅，用呢3種阿拉伯文講咧都講到嘅。
We came to love Muslim people.
我哋開始去愛穆斯林。
Our assignment was Libyan Arabs.
我哋最初被委派嘅係去服侍向呢個利比亞嘅穆斯林去傳福音。
But as Americans, we were not allowed to live in Libya.
但係作為美國籍嘅公民，我哋唔能夠住喺利比亞。
So we would visit with Libyans in Egypt.
所以我哋去接觸喺埃及裏邊嘅利比亞人。
We would make friends with Libyans in Tunisia.
我哋喺突尼西亞去同穆斯林去學做朋友。
We would have coffee with Libyans in Malta.
我哋喺 Malta 呢個地方咧，同利比亞人一齊飲咖啡。
Over a 3-year period of time, we learned hundreds of ways not to win Libyans to Christ.
我哋透過呢3年，我哋學咗過百種方法，點樣帶唔到啲利比亞人去接受基督。
We tried everything.
我哋試好多嘢㗎啦。
Jesus film.
去播耶穌嘅電影咯。
Reading scripture together.
一齊去讀聖經咯。
Friendship evangelism.
我哋透過友誼報導咯。
Apologetics.
我哋透過護教咁樣去同佢哋辯道咯。
4 spiritual laws.
透過屬靈嘅4個定律咯。
Muslims were tough.
穆斯林個心好硬，好難咁去傳福音。
That was in 1993 to 1996.
由1993年至到96年。
Then in 2003, our family moved to India.
去到2003年嘅時候，我哋成舉家咧去到印度。
And something had changed.
當時有啲嘢改變咗。
We knew many Muslims who had become followers of Jesus.
我哋喺嗰度認識咗好多穆斯林，佢哋最後成為耶穌基督嘅門徒。
And they were trying to win their friends and family to faith in Jesus Christ.
而呢班穆斯林嘅歸主者，佢哋嘗試去帶好多佢哋嘅親戚朋友咧，去一樣去接受耶穌基督嘅救恩。
One day I looked at the photocopy machine in our office.
有一日我喺我嘅辦公室嗰度睇下我哋嘅影印機嘅時候咧，發現
There were two Bangladeshi men. They were photocopying pages from the New Testament.
佢哋有兩個孟加拉嘅人咧喺度用個影印機去影印緊新約嘅好多嘅頁喎。
I asked my friend, who are these guys?
我問我朋友啦，呢孟加拉人係做咩嘅？咩人？
I said, these are two of the Muslim background believers who are going out to the mosque and distributing New Testaments and Jesus films at all the mosques in Bangalore.
佢哋原來呢兩個孟加拉人咧就係一啲有穆斯林背景嘅歸主者，佢哋喺度印緊聖經咧，諗住去啲穆斯林嘅教子咧，就諗住同穆斯林咧去分享耶穌基督。
I said, wow, they must be very brave.
哇！我真係覺得佢哋一定係好勇敢啊！
My friend said, yes, they've been beaten many times.
係啊，我朋友話佢哋俾人打好多次㗎。
But they've also led more than 100 Muslims to faith in Jesus
但
Christ.
係呢兩個人一樣咁樣帶超過100個穆斯林嘅人去接受耶穌基督。
So I told my friend to ask them to come in and let me pray for them before they go out.
所以我就同我朋友講話，不如叫佢哋出去廚房之前入嚟我房，我為佢哋禱告啊！
I said, what are their names?
我就問佢哋叫咩？
My friend said, the one on the left, his name is Mohammed.
喺左邊，我朋友話左邊嗰個叫穆罕默德。
The one on the right, his name is Islam.
右邊嗰個咧就叫伊斯蘭。
Something had changed.
有啲嘢改變緊。
Now we had Mohammed and Islam going to the mosque, giving out New Testaments and Jesus films.
而家竟然係穆斯林同伊斯蘭兩個穆斯林咧，就走去回教寺去分派新約聖經同埋分享耶穌。
Something had changed.
有啲嘢改變。
We began hearing reports of Muslims coming to Christ in many places across the Muslim world.
我哋聽到好多個報告喺穆斯林嘅世界唔同嘅地方都有穆斯林歸主者。
It was difficult for us to believe it is true.
我哋好難相信呢樣嘢係真嘅。
In English, we talk about evangelistic reports and evangelastic reports.
我哋喺英文咧會講呢個係一個福音嘅一個報告，就好似即係夾硬將啲報告咧夾硬塞啲嘢落去拉長咁嚟講嘅啫，其實。
I wondered maybe people are stretching the stories.
我會覺得可能好多人夾硬將啲故事拉長誇大咁樣講嘅啫嘛，係咪啊？嗰啲福音嘅報告。
So I decided to investigate.
所以我自己決定我自己親自去調查。
I received a grant from a foundation to go and investigate what God was doing in the Muslim world.
我從個基金攞到啲經費，我就去研究究竟喺穆斯林世界方嘅工作實在係。
In my mind, I wanted a very limited project.
喺我當時嘅概念裏邊，我諗住一個好細嘅一個嘅 project， 一個嘅工作嚟嘅啫。
I wanted to research for 12 months only.
我諗住做研究係做12個月夠㗎啦。
I wanted to visit 12 movements.
我諗住去接觸12個啲穆斯林歸主運動。
I wanted to go to only 12 countries.
我諗住淨係去12個國家啫。
I had 12 questions.
有12個問題。
So I prayed about this.
咁我就為呢啲嘢就向上帝祈禱啦。
12 seemed like God's number.
係啊，12睇嚟都係上帝嘅數目啦。
I wanted to ask 12 people 12 questions.
諗住問12個穆斯林歸主者佢哋呢12條問題。
I wanted to write a book with 12 chapters.
我諗住寫本書有12章嘅。
I wanted to sell 12 million copies.
我諗住賣1200萬本嘅。
Sometimes God lets us fool ourselves so that we will obey Him.
係啊，咁有上帝有時就係咁樣去帶領我哋，讓我哋學到點樣真正去順服佢。
I spent the next 3 years traveling.
最終我係花咗跟住嗰3年去周圍去咁樣做。
Traveled 250,000 miles through the Muslim world.
我超過喺穆斯林世界走咗超過25萬里路。
Instead of 12 questions, I had about 30 questions.
結果唔係問10條問題咁少，我問夠30條問題。
Instead of 12 interviews, I gathered more than 1,000 interviews.
最終唔係去訪問12個人，我訪問咗超過1000個。
I did not make $12 million though.
我最終冇賺咗1200萬。
But I discovered that God was doing something much bigger than I had imagined.
但係我睇到上帝所做緊嘅嘢係遠遠大過我哋所能夠想像。
And if you will be patient with me tonight, I will take you on my journey.
如果你係夠耐性嘅話，我就諗住帶大家咧去走我走過嘅呢條路。
Are you ready?
你預備好未？
Okay, let's go.
好，我哋開始啦。
The first thing I discovered
第一樣我發現嘅係
is that the Muslim world is not one world.
穆斯林世界唔係一個世界，
It's actually 9 different worlds.
其實係9個唔同嘅世界。
Muslims have long called their world the House of Islam.
穆斯林佢哋叫佢哋自己呢穆斯林世界做伊斯蘭家門。
For over 1,000 years, they've said there are only 2 houses in all the world.
喺佢哋嘅概念裏邊，呢個世界得兩個家啫，2間屋嘅啫。
The House of Islam,
就係伊斯蘭嘅家屋，
where Islam is in control,
就係伊斯蘭嘅勢力可以控制住嘅呢個世界。
and the House of War.
另外就係一個戰爭嘅世界，一個戰爭嘅呢間屋，
where Islam is not yet in control.
就係伊斯蘭仲未可以掌握控制嘅一個世界。
This is largely the center of the Muslim world.
呢個某程度上就係穆斯林世界嘅中心。
Even within the House of Islam, there are different rooms.
喺伊斯蘭嘅家門裏邊，其實裏邊有唔同嘅房間。
West Africa has its own history and culture.
喺西非有佢哋自己嘅歷史同埋文化。
And the world view of the people there is very different than North Africa.
喺西非裏邊嘅人，佢哋嘅世界觀同北非嘅人咧係好唔同。
North Africa is the land of the Berbers.
北非嘅人咧，佢哋係嗰啲叫巴拜爾人，帕爾人。
You see the lines across North Africa.
你睇到北非個國家，我哋有啲斜界嘅嘛喺嗰度。
Those lines are the color of the Arab room in the House of Islam.
嗰啲就係唔同嘅顏色代表住喺伊斯蘭家門裏邊嘅所謂唔同嘅房
Because
間。
the Arabic language and culture is being imposed on peoples across North Africa and northern Sudan.
因為穆斯林嘅一啲嘅文化同埋觀念價值咧，都係加諸咗喺北非同埋蘇丹嘅呢啲地方。
East Africa is another room in the House of Islam.
東非咧又係喺伊斯蘭家門裏邊嘅另一個房間。
Again, a very different worldview, history, and cultures.
一樣啦，喺東非有好唔同嘅世界觀、歷史同埋文化，同其他西非、北非唔同。
The Arab world is very much the living room in the House of Islam.
阿拉伯嘅中間呢個世界咧，就某程度上好似間屋嘅一個客廳咁嘅。
The Arab world, as it moved into the Persian room, it hit a brick wall and stopped.
當阿拉伯嘅世界嘗試進入隔離間房波斯世界咧，又好似撞牆停咗喺度，唔同咗嘅。
When I interviewed Iranians, they say, "What is this House of Islam? There is no House of Islam."
當我去訪問波斯世界嘅裏邊啲伊朗嘅穆斯林嘅時候，佢話：咩叫做伊斯蘭家門裏邊唔同房間？冇房間嘅裏邊。
Only Iran.
淨係得伊朗嘅咋，
Everything else is not Muslim.
其他唔係穆斯林。
North of there is Turkestan.
喺波斯世界嘅上邊就係土耳其斯坦。
From Turkey in the west to the Uyghurs of China in the east.
係啊，由最西邊嘅土耳其去到東邊咧，中國嘅呢個地方。
They share a common history and language family.
佢哋有共同嘅歷史同埋一啲喺家庭嘅一啲嘅。
And they see the world differently than the Arabs do. They see the world differently than the Arab people do.
土耳其斯坦裏邊嘅穆斯林咧，又同阿拉伯世界裏邊睇嘅世界觀係唔同。
The first time I visited Central Asia, it was in the winter time.
當時我喺中亞嗰度咧，去接觸緊呢啲人，當時係冬天。
My hosts were Muslims with names like Muhammad and Abdullah.
我哋嘅嗰個家主好似穆罕默德同埋阿都拉咁樣。
But after dinner, they said, "We will now drink vodka."
但係食完飯我哋就伏特加酒嘅，佢話呢兩個主人。
This is very different than the Arab world.
呢啲咁樣嘅土耳其斯坦嘅穆斯林又同好明顯同阿拉伯嘅呢個房間嘅穆斯林係唔同㗎。
Western South Asia is also a different world.
喺南亞洲嘅西部又係另一個唔同嘅穆斯林世界。
Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Western India.
阿富汗、巴基斯坦同埋印度嘅西部。
It's a part of the world that has been at war for many, many generations.
呢個嘅世界嘅部分係好多代嘅人都係經歷緊戰爭。
In Afghanistan, they say there are 5 anti-personnel mines for every individual man, woman, and child in the country.
喺阿富汗裏邊咧，佢有啲即係反人性嘅一啲嘅觀念咧，係對每一個人都有嘅喺嗰個國家裏。
Many years ago, we had a project to teach the people how to find the mines and carefully remove them so they would not blow up.
當時我唔好對唔住，我頭先譯錯咗，係一啲嘅地雷嘅。我哋當時做緊一啲嘅功夫咧，就教人點樣去揾翻啲地雷，喺使佢唔使爆炸之前咧，可以將佢咧攞翻出嚟。
Then we discovered they were taking the mines and going to their neighbor and burying them in their neighbor's yard.
佢哋最後點樣將啲地雷攞出嚟嘅時候咧，就藏咗喺佢哋隔鄰舍嘅地下嗰度。
So unless you change the heart, it doesn't help to change the head.
除非你改變咗佢哋心，否則你改變唔到佢哋腦袋點樣諗嘢。
Eastern South Asia is very different.
南亞嘅東邊又好唔同。
This is the world of Bangladesh and West Bengal.
呢度就係孟加拉呢啲咁嘅地方啦。
It's also the home of the Rohingya people that you may have heard about.
呢度族人嘅住嘅地方啦。
They've been called the most persecuted people in the world.
佢哋喺喺世界當中係最被逼迫嘅一種嘅人種。
In June of this year, a group of my friends from America went to Bangladesh.
今年嘅6月，我有一班朋友從外國咧嚟到孟加拉嘅地方。
My friend wanted to take Luke chapter 10 and do an experiment.
我嗰啲朋友咧諗住用路加福音第10章咧做個實驗。
You remember Luke chapter 10?
你記唔記得路加福音第10章
Jesus sent 72 disciples, 2 by 2.
耶穌差遣咗72個門徒，兩個一組。
So my friend, 3 Americans went to Bangladesh, and they went to the Bangladeshi Muslim background believers.
咁佢哋就兩個咁去啦，去到接觸呢啲有穆斯林背景嘅信徒。
He said, we need 72 to go down to the Rohingya, to the refugee camps.
我哋需要72個你哋嘅人咧，去到呢個Rohingya 呢個地方嘅呢個難民營嗰度。
And together they formed 36 teams, 2 by 2, and went into the Rohingya Muslim refugee camps.
咁佢哋就呢72人就變成36隊咧，就去到呢個難民營啦。
And after 3 days,
3日之後
they had led 399 Rohingya Muslims to faith in Jesus Christ.
3日之後，佢哋帶咗399個穆斯林去接受耶穌基督。
God is still working today.
上帝喺今日仍然工作。
And today is the day of salvation for Muslims.
今日係穆斯林得着救恩嘅。
Finally, we have Indo-Malaysia.
最後我哋去到第9個房間係印尼馬來西亞呢個地方。
Indo-Malaysia includes the largest Muslim nation in the world.
印尼同馬來西亞係擁有最多穆斯林嘅一個地區。
I was able to travel through every one of these rooms in the House of Islam.
我有機會去勻晒呢一個伊斯蘭家門裏邊呢9個唔同嘅房間。
I expected to find a few movements here, a few movements there.
我期望就係可能喺某一啲有幾個穆斯林歸主運動，第二個地方有幾個穆斯林歸主運動，可能係咁啦。
But instead, we found movements of Muslims coming to faith and baptism in every single room in the House of Islam.
最後我發現係喺每一個呢9個房間嘅每一個裏邊，都有穆斯林歸主運動出現咗。
Different languages,
唔同嘅語文嘅，
different worldview,
唔同嘅世界觀，
different history,
唔同歷史背景，
same Jesus,
同一個耶穌，
same Word of God,
同樣上帝嘅話語，
bringing them to faith.
帶咗佢哋去接受耶穌。
Now, then I had a question.
咁我有一個問題啦，
Is this something new that's happening today?
係咪今日先至好新咁有呢啲嘢？
Or is this something that has happened many times in history?
正還是喺過往歷史根本呢啲成日都有㗎啦，係咪咧？
I have a PhD in church history.
我嘅博士學位咧係研究教會歷史。
And so I was afraid if I say, look, something new is happening.
我好擔心話好大聲咁講話，有啲新嘢發生啊！
Other historians would say, oh, David, you did not do your homework.
可能其他歷史學家就話：大衛啊，你冇做功課啦。
Didn't you know that this also happened in the 14th century?
你冇發現？你今日發現嘅嘢，其實喺14世紀都出現咗㗎啦。
And the 12th century?
可能喺12世紀都出現咗。
And in the 8th
可
century?
能喺8世紀都出現咗。
So I did not know.
我唔知喎。
So I decided to investigate.
所以我又決定繼續去調查，去研究。
Something is happening today. Is it new or not?
今日頭先我所分享嘅呢啲一切事，究竟係咪新？
Now, I knew from my history studies that for 14 centuries, Islam has been growing.
我喺我嘅歷史研究裏邊睇到，過往嘅14個世紀，即係1400年裏邊，伊斯蘭係不斷嘅擴張。
Islam began in the year 622.
伊斯蘭教穆斯林佢哋開始係喺主後622年，主後622年。
Over the next few centuries, it assimilated tens of millions of Christians into Islam.
喺跟住嗰幾個世紀，佢哋同化咗數以千萬計嘅基督徒，成為咗穆斯林。
But what about the opposite?
咁調翻轉會唔會嘅？
Have there ever been movements of Muslims into the Christian faith?
究竟有冇呢啲咁樣嘅運動係大規模地帶領穆斯林去歸向耶穌嘅？
I began searching through history.
我跟住就喺歷史裏邊度揾，
I wanted to know where,
我想知道喺邊度、
when,
幾時，
and how it
同
is
埋
happening.
點樣呢啲穆斯林歸主運動有出現過，點樣出現？
Now let me begin by defining my terms, okay?
開始嘅時候，讓我去先界定一啲嘅概念先。
What is a movement?
咩嘢係一個運動？
Well, a movement by my definition meant there were 1,000 baptized believers.
我去界定一個穆斯林歸主運動為有1000個穆斯林去接受洗禮。
Listen carefully.
聽得清楚啲啊，大家。
In a single ethno-linguistic community,
喺一個單一嘅族裔並單一語言嘅一個穆斯林群體裏邊，
if 1,000 Muslims say yes to Jesus and they are baptized,
而有1000個穆斯林話佢哋願意接受耶穌並接受洗禮嘅話，
that's a movement.
咁樣先至係一個運動。
Why baptism?
點解係洗禮？
Because for Muslims to be baptized is a capital offense.
因為如果一個穆斯林肯接受基督教嘅水禮，佢哋係要接受死刑，係好人世界。
If we have a room full of Muslims, like this, full of Muslims,
如果我哋有間房要全部都係穆斯林，
and I say, how many of you like Jesus?
我就問你有幾多個中意愛耶穌嘅？
Every hand goes up.
個個都舉手嘅喎。
I say, how many of you love Jesus?
有幾多個係頭先係喜歡耶穌，而家就問有幾多個愛耶穌咧？個個都舉手。
But how many of you will die for Jesus?
咁你哋有幾多個係願意為耶穌死？
Only those who are baptized are saying, I will follow him even if I die.
只有嗰啲願意接受水禮歸入基督，佢哋先至會喺眾人面前承認，我願意跟隨耶穌，就算我要死。
So this began my study.
呢個我用咁樣嘅界定方法去開始我研究。
When in history have there been Muslim movements to Jesus Christ?
究竟喺歷史裏邊有邊樣用我頭先嘅界定方法呈現呢啲穆斯林歸主運動？
I was surprised to discover in the first 350 years of Islam, there was only one Muslim movement to Christ.
我好詫異啊！原來喺穆斯林伊斯蘭教開始咗個頭嗰350年之後，得一個穆斯林歸主運動出現咗嘅啫。
History tells us that in the year 982, about 12,000 Arab Muslim men asked to be baptized.
喺歷史學家話俾你聽，大約喺主後985年，有12000個阿拉伯裔嘅人，佢哋受洗歸入基督。
And the place where it happened was interesting. It was what today would be near Raqqa in the ISIS territory.
呢個就正就係今日Raqqa 呢個 伊斯蘭國所控制呢個範圍，就係呢個十字所做嘅顯示嘅地方。
But this was for 350 years only one movement, Muslims to
經
Christ.
過350年先得一個穆斯林歸主運動出現。
People ask me, David, are you saying that no other Muslims became Christians?
即係有啲人問我係咪咁？即係嗰350年冇一個穆斯林嘅人成為基督徒咧
No, that's not true.
咁我又話咁又唔係，咁又唔係真。
I'm sure there were times when a young boy named Mohammed
我都肯定，當時有個男仔可能叫做穆罕默德，
he looks across and sees a Christian girl named Mary,
佢又見到前面有個基督徒女仔叫 Mary，
and his heart is beating,
咁佢心咪搏一跳。
and her parents will not let her become a Muslim.
但係 Mary 嘅父母咧又唔肯俾阿 Mary 成為穆斯林。
Muhammad's parents will not let him become a Christian.
穆罕默德嘅阿爸媽又唔肯俾佢呢個仔咧成為基督徒。
So he changes his name to George and joins the community.
咁佢哋改咗名唔叫穆罕默德，叫 George 咧，咁咪可以同阿 Mary 一齊啦。
As long as there are pretty Christian girls, this will happen.
只要有靚女基督徒咧，咁呢啲嘅穆斯林嘅個別歸主情況可能都會出現嘅。
But that's not a movement.
但係咁樣唔界定為運動。
In 982, 12,000 Arab Muslim men said, "We want to be baptized."
喺公元主後982年，有12000個阿拉伯人，佢哋話我哋要接受主耶穌基督嘅水禮。
Now, if you want to know why, read the book.
如果你想知點解有呢啲咁嘅人先佢哋肯咧，你睇我本書啦。
Let's continue.
我哋繼續。
All right. In the years the 11th through the 13th centuries,
喺11至到13世紀呢個階段，
several things were happening.
幾件事發生咗。
European Christians decided they would try a religious war.
歐洲嘅基督徒佢哋會嘗試去開展聖戰。
9 crusades of armies went into the Middle East.
9次嘅十字軍嘅東征去到中東呢個地方，
They produced no Muslim movements to Christ.
但係呢9次嘅十字軍東征都唔能夠產生任何嘅穆斯林歸主運動。
Instead, they produced thousands of dead bodies.
但係反而就產生咗數以千計嘅人
And
離世
even，
穆斯林離世。
many of the Middle Eastern Christians converted to Islam because they saw the armies coming in with a cross on their shield.
反而當時有好多基督徒，反而佢哋歸信咗穆斯林，成為伊斯蘭教徒，因為佢哋見到十字軍東征呢班帶住利器嚟打仗嘅人有十字架去呢個標記。
There were a few individuals who had a different attitude.
不過當時咧有幾個個別嘅人士，佢哋有幾唔同嘅一啲態度同埋諗法。
Saint Dominic started the order of preachers.
聖道明佢開始咗道明會。
He said, we must preach the gospel to the Muslims.
我哋一定要道明會嘅方向就係我哋要帶領我哋修士去將福音帶俾穆斯林。
Saint Francis said, we must show them what Jesus is like.
我哋聖方濟就話：我哋一定要方濟會嘅修士要俾穆斯林睇到耶穌係點㗎。
One of my favorites was a man named Raymond Lull.
一個我好中意嘅其中一個人咧，叫做拉蒙勞倫。
Raymond Lull learned the language of the Muslims of North Africa.
拉蒙勞倫佢學咗北非裏邊嘅一個穆斯林嘅語言。
He studied the Quran so that he could discuss it with Muslims.
佢好仔細嘅研究可能經以至佢可以同其他穆斯林去討論。
He traveled to Tunisia and Algeria and preached the gospel to them in Arabic.
佢去到突尼西亞同埋埃及利亞呢啲地方咧，去同穆斯林咧用阿拉伯文咧去傳講福音。
But none of these men ever saw a movement.
但係就算好多呢啲人，我哋都唔喺佢哋所做嘅裏邊發現到有歸主嘅運動。
Back when Raymond Lull was 82 years old, he was stoned by Muslim mobs and left for dead on the beach of Algeria.
拉蒙雷倫佢喺已經年事82歲嘅時候，埃及利亞被穆斯林嘅呢啲回教寺嘅人咧去用石頭打死咗，跟住留佢嘅遺體咧喺海灘嗰度。
So for this reason, some of the Catholics in Spain decided, let's take a different approach with Muslims.
所以因為呢個原因咧，有啲喺西班牙嘅天主教徒咧就話，不如我哋試下用第二啲方法去接觸呢啲穆斯林。
Let's use the Inquisition to force Muslims to convert to Christianity.
不如我哋用嗰啲宗教裁判所去逼呢啲穆斯林去接受基督啦。
Is that a movement?
咁樣算唔算係一個運動咧嚇？穆斯林歸主運動。
Thousands were baptized.
係啊，數以千計係接受水禮。
But later, even the Catholics said, these are not real Christians.
但係最後連啲天主教徒教會都話，其實呢啲唔算係認真悔改基督徒。
And the Catholics kicked all of these Muslims out of Spain.
最後天主教會都將呢啲所謂接受水禮嘅穆斯林咧，都將佢哋趕離開西班牙。
One of the students of Saint Francis was Conrad of Ascoli.
其中一個聖方濟嘅學生叫做佢係亞斯利亞呢個地區叫做康拉德。
We don't know a lot about Conrad.
我哋對康拉德咧唔係太認識好多嘅。
We know he preached the gospel to Muslims in Libya.
我哋知道咧，佢喺利比亞咧，佢將福音帶俾穆斯林。
And he saw 6,400 Libyans come to faith and baptism.
佢親眼睇到有6400個利比亞人咧，係透過水禮去接受基督。
One other person was William of Tripoli.
其中一個咧係道明會嘅修士黎波里嘅威廉。
History tells us that William saw a little more than 1,000 Muslims baptized.
歷史話俾我哋聽，呢個威廉咧，佢親眼目睹略多過超過1000位穆斯林咧接受水禮。
And that's all.
得罪佢咁多嘅咯。
So far, we've seen 3 Muslim movements to Christ.
喺我哋一路咁樣睇11至13世紀，我哋睇到只係得3個穆斯林歸主運動。
Now we move into the 14th to the 18th centuries.
而家我哋去到14至18世紀。
This was a time when European Christians were spreading